Hello everyone, this is AJ, back for a quick movie review. So last night I settled down to watch the film Ride the Eagle. Little film, sort of came out of nowhere, didn't know nothing about it. I was intrigued by the cast. That being the main star of the film is Jake Johnson, who played Nick in New Girl. He was in Jurassic World as the computer guy. Tom Cruise's best friend in Tom Cruise's Mummy Flop, and he voiced Peter B. Parker in Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. The film's directed by a fella called Trent O'Donnell. He hasn't got no film directing credits to his name. He has directed TV, including Brooklyn Nine-Nine. The film also stars J.K. Simmons, great actor, Susan Sarandon, and a woman called Darcy Carden, among a couple of other individuals. The basic premise of the film is Jake Johnson's character. His name is Leaf, not spelt like what grows on a tree or a plant. It's L-I-E-F or something like that. And his mum, his mother has passed away basically, and she leaves him a conditional inheritance for him to inherit her cabin in Yosemite, in the middle of nowhere. Nice beautiful cabin. He has to complete a list that she set out for him. Now he is estranged from his mother. She left him years ago to join this sort of cult type thing. Leaf himself, he's a bit of a hippie type, flannel shirts, Jesus creepers on his feet, bearded, smokes weed, this sort of a character. He lives in the back garden of a friend of his, and he plays bongo drums in a band, essentially. You don't see none of this. This is, I mean, you see his friend, but the band part is just more spoken about. So anyway, so his mother dies, he gets this list. So I can see, obviously he goes to the cabin and he has to do this list of tasks. So it's like a journey of enlightenment, a journey of growth, is what the film's going for, essentially. J.K. Simmons plays a neighbour in a neighbouring cabin who had a bit of history with the now deceased mother, played by Susan Sarandon, and Darcy Carden plays a love from Leaf's past, who he reconnects with due to the list. So that's essentially the story. I like stories like this where there's a character, you know, the film sets out to grow a character. The problem is the film fails in doing that. It's not a very good film by any means. It looks like they got J.K. Simmons for maybe a day's filming. He's in one scene primarily, and Susan Sarandon, it looks like she could have filmed all of her stuff in literally one day. Susan Sarandon's obviously never on screen. It shares the screen with Jake Johnson's character Leaf. It's all done over like video. It's a historic video that she's filmed before she died, so she didn't need to be there. This Darcy Carden, her relationship with Leaf is literally done in text. I mean, you do see her, but again, they never come face to face in the film. It's all done over the phone and texts and all this sort of stuff. Primarily, the film's pretty boring. I like Jake Johnson. He's a good actor. He deserves to be in more. J.K. Simmons is a wonderful actor. Susan Sarandon. Yeah, primarily the problem with the film is that the list of tasks are so underwhelming that you can grow cabbage from it, let alone any character growth. So like I said, I could see what the film's going for. Much like something like, let's take an example, The Secret Life of Walter Mitty, Ben Stiller. You saw a growth in the character throughout that film because of events he went on, and by the end of the film he is a different character than what he was at the beginning. He's grown into this new person. You see the growth, you see it in him and the way he looks, the way he carries himself, all this sort of thing. This film has none of that sort of thing to it. Essentially, he's the same character, Jake Johnson's the same character he is at the end of the film as he is at the beginning of the film, other than he's upset about his mum's death and accepts that she's passed away and blah, blah, blah. So there's no character growth whatsoever. Like I said, the tasks that set out before him are so mediocre that if they wouldn't grow a person, you couldn't get no growth from them. Blimey, you could knock them out in an hour. You know, all of the tasks. It's a shame because I knew what I was going into with the film. I knew the sort of film it was going to be. It just didn't deliver on it. The film's actually written by Jake Johnson himself and Trent O'Donnell, who's the director. The only suggestion I have is Jake, stay out of that writing gig, mate. It's not working for you. I see what you're going for, and it failed miserably. So, would I recommend this film? No, I wouldn't. Would I ever watch it again? Obviously not. Would I ever own it, put it in my collection? No. It's as much as the cast is good, the film isn't. It's pretty humdrum. So, just a quick review, like I said, and my thoughts on the film. Yeah, don't watch it. You're not missing much. Please consider subscribing, hitting the notification bell, give me a thumbs up, leave a message, I'll get back to you. Have you seen this film? Is it something you're interested in? Is it something that's, I'm guessing it slipped under everyone's radar. It would have done me, but I thought I'd give it a watch. But yeah, so anyway, just a quick movie review. This is AJ. I'm getting going now, so I'll see you later, hopefully. Take care. Goodbye.